Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's me here. I've got Corey with me too. Oh, this battery's about to die, so hang on. Okay, that's better. I got a new battery in. Corey and I are heading out to go run some errands. Okay, you guys, the kids are gone. They went to camp. Reese and Perri went to like a girls' camp with our neighborhood. And then Rhett just left this morning to a boys' camp with the boys in our neighborhood. So they both get home on, they all get home on Saturday, which is gonna be great. So we still have 2 days. And I don't know what to do with myself. Like my sole purpose for living is taking care of my kids. And when they're not here, I'm like, I miss them so freaking much. I'm eating sourdough bread. Got a sourdough starter here I'm taking to my sister-in-law. And a fresh loaf of sourdough bread. My sister-in-law actually, she was doing a totally different recipe, and then I gave her mine, and she's like, Shanna, the bread has never been fluffier, and it is so like, there's a few extra steps to take, but I'm telling you, those extra steps you take make all the difference. So I learned a completely different way, but then as I've kind of become more sourdough enthusiast, I guess, I've learned different things and different techniques, and now my bread is beautiful.
The sourdough pro?
No, I'm not a pro. I can keep learning.
I just thought it rhymed.
That's a good one though. That's a great one. We're heading out, like I said, to go run some errands. We're gonna answer some questions because we want to do a Q&A. If you don't want to see us, you guys can like just exit out. You don't have to watch. Like, it's okay.
Right.
But if you want to hang out with Corey and Shanna, today is your lucky day. They want to know if we can do a what we eat in a day video.
Sure.
I'll totally show you guys.
I don't even know what I eat in a day.
Someone asked if like I macro count, and I do macro count. That was one thing.
I don't like keeping track.
Corey doesn't like tracking. I love tracking because then I'm like able to know exactly what I'm putting in my body. And if you've got like specific goals, it's not for everyone, and I'm not here to tell you that it is, but for me, it's been magic. All right, Corey, I got a question for you. This person wants to know.
For me?
Yes. Do we ever plan to move houses again?
There's always the possibility. Let's just put it that way. But I think with the age of our kids right now, no. Not till they're out of high school.
Did Corey serve a mission, and where did he go?
I served in Guadalajara, Mexico from 99 to 2001.
He speaks Spanish.
I was in Guadalajara, I was in a place called Ajijic, I was in Manzanillo, were a few of my favorite areas.
Someone asked if we know the date that Kesley's coming home yet, and we do not know the exact date, but we know
June 2025.
Yeah, June 2025.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
She could, we don't know for sure, she could come home in May depending on transfers. We don't know. We came to my brother-in-law's house. He's a builder. Their company's Jackson Leroy Construction. This was one of the Prix of Homes houses that he built, but they actually live here now. It is so gorgeous. Look at that front walkway right here. It is such a beautiful home. Anyway, we're gonna come say hi to her, drop off some bread and sourdough, and then we'll be back. If you guys follow us on Instagram, then you've seen this, but if not, then I'm just gonna tell you guys anyway. So almost every single day, Perri sends me a message that says, Mom, look at the time. Anyway, she sent me one just now. It said, Mom, look at the time, it's 4:11. If you guys don't know what 4:11 is, it's Logan's birthday. So it's my little boy who passed away. His birthday is April 11th. So 4:11 has kind of become like our angel number. So every time we see it, we think of Logan, and we're like, he's thinking of us. So anyway, I love that she sent that to us. She sends it to me every day to make sure I catch it. It's my favorite thing. It's either her or Reese actually that sends it, and then Kesley will always see that number randomly on her mission everywhere, whether it's an address of a house or the number at the gym or whatever. We see that number all the time. How did Corey propose? Did you have any idea that it was happening? We went to this place. His parents, they're like good friends with another family who own this beautiful land up in past Heber in Utah. Anyway, we went up there, and it was like its own private little, it had like 2 cabins up there. I kind of had an idea something was happening that night because Corey took me out like on a 4-wheeler, and we were doing kind of the scavenger hunt. We were like hitting golf balls off into like the mountains, like out, because this whole land was his, right? Like he owns all this land.
And we went and rode around through the whole mountain, and my sister had set up a little treasure hunt for us. So along the trail we kept finding different things.
So we'd hit golf balls off, we'd go into canoes in this little, it was so fun. And then we went like on some horses. We just did a bunch of random things like that. Anyway, we ended up going back to one of the cabins. I didn't know there was two, but we went back to the other one. His mom had catered Cafe Rio, which was my absolute favorite food. And then Corey brought out a big box. It was like huge, and it just got smaller and smaller and smaller until it was like the ring size box. And then he got down on his knee.
And you knew by then.
I totally knew, yeah.
You knew.
So you guys, we walked in the door and I changed my shirt because I'm really excited. So we walked in the door to bring our groceries in, and there was a package on the counter that Alyssa brought in, and it's from Free People. And they sent me something. Oversized striped like crew neck. And then they sent me this bag. So excited to use this bag. You guys can see the Leslie jeans right here from Kesley Jade. I love, we actually restocked these. They have the cute holes in the knees. I'll be living in this. It makes me want all the colors. I'm like already like, can it just get cold now, Corey? I'm done.
No.
I'm done. I prefer winter and fall, like clothing, over summer clothes. It's 6:51 p.m. and you wanna know what Corey's making?
It's a breakfast.
Breakfast. He's making breakfast. He's doing cream of wheat. So he's doing cream of wheat, eggs,
egg whites is light.
and some beans. And these are the best beans. We picked some up today at Walmart. It's the
La Castaña.
yeah, the
They're
best.
my favorite ones because they're the ones that I had down in Mexico.
Yeah. Did you guys remember the eggs, beans, and tortilla videos that we used to do all the time with the kids? Look, this is Corey's feast.
This is Perri's favorite breakfast.
And Corey put hot dogs in his eggs. This is what he's eating for
Those are
dinner.
hot links.
Oh, hot links. Anyway, so that is what he's eating for dinner. That is Corey's
And tortillas.
meal. Yes. We always have something of the wild in my backyard. Today we've got a little bunny. Let me see it. Oh my gosh, look at it. How cute. I want it so bad. I wish they went wild. When you saw the bunny out there, did you see the bunny toupee? And it's gone. Bailey, way to go. You scared it away. So I'm sitting here. I was getting together my little drink because I like to have lemon water. I just love, like, lemon water is my very favorite. I don't know what it is. I just love it. I said lemon water is actually so good for you. There's a lot of benefits from drinking lemon water. And I said, did you know that like lemon water and apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper, like the mixture, I usually drink that every morning. It's just really good for like your system. It's like a lot of benefits. Like if you look at Google apple cider vinegar benefits, you will be like, wow, okay. And you'll want to drink it all the time because it is so good for your body. She's like, I'm going to try it. And I said, okay. So she's trying the apple cider vinegar with, she's put some lemon in it. And now you got to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. So just a teensy bit though, because it's really, really, really spicy. All right. Are you ready?
If you have to plug your nose, then you can't do it.
Yeah, you just drink it. Don't even think about it, just chug it. Like I'm telling you, just go for it.
I don't know if I can drink.
Guys, make it 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, squeeze some lemon in there, and a little dash of cayenne pepper. Don't stop, don't stop.
Is it burning your throat?
Yeah.
Come on, just chug it. Don't even think about it, just guzzle all the way down.
Yeah. I'm never coming back here ever again. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Okay, but now can you, that's probably why it goes right through the...
I can see back how red.
Okay, we gotta tell that story now. I think we mentioned that story before. Okay, so we were talking a long time ago with our kids about, like, we're talking, Kesley was 9 years old. Corey, remember this?
Yes.
And we were talking about like the importance of every like vegetable and what they kind of represent. And I'm like, carrots are really good for your eyes, like it helps you see. And so we had carrots and we were eating dinner. This is, you know, Kesley's 9 years old. And we're eating dinner and she's like, she finished her plate of food. And then she's like, wow, I can see better already. I'm like, yeah. It was so funny.
And she was serious.
And she was dead serious. Like she was dead serious. Like she got off her plate and she goes, whoa, I can see better already. I'm like, picture her at 9 years old. She's so cute. Anyway, okay, Alyssa, you did it. You are a champion. You did it. Will you do it again?
Probably not for a little while.
Okay, so I've got a question. It's a 1 and part 2, okay, Corey? So this girl writes, her name's Sarah, she writes, I'm surprised by how much my 8-year-old athletic son compares his body to others. How do you promote health and exercise, not deepen body issues for kids?
I think it's important as parents to live the example. You know, if we have an unhealthy relationship with food, our kids are going to see that and have, you know, the same issues. Food's important. It's important that you're eating all your meals every day. It's what provides energy for your body. It's what provides strength for your muscles. And so you've got to have a good relationship with food. If you're over the top with stuff, if you eat too healthy or too over the top, it's going to bite you back.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to have a healthy relationship. It's like
everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. You got to be able to enjoy
treats.
You have to be able to enjoy food.
Yeah, and treats. Like, and
if you don't, it becomes like a chore.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one thing. I mean, we've tried to emphasize, especially our kids. We don't really talk about weight or any of that in our house. What we try to focus on is how are you feeling? So, for example, like Reese, she works out a ton. She does a lot of weight training. She does a lot of like tumbling, and so she knows for her to be able to perform well, and she needs to eat well.
Kids shouldn't have to worry about that.
No,
yeah. That's what parents are providing in the house. So if the parents are providing a balanced meal, the kids don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, they don't even think about it. So many people are scared of carbs. Like, that's so many carbs, that's so many calories. And I'm like, calories are energy and carbs is energy, and it's so good for you. Like, I just notice when I train and I lift weights, if I do not have enough carbs, my weight training is horrible, and I'm dizzy and I'm tired and I've got dark circles under my eyes, and oh, it's just awful. So I just feel like talking to your kids about how food will make them feel.
You know, they're going to go out with friends, they want to go to the gas station, or they want to go to the grocery store, and they're going to come out with a bag full of sugar.
And Takis.
And Takis.
We know all about that.
They're going to do that. You know, we did that as kids as well. If you're eating like that, your body won't feel good, and you'll learn it. And sometimes as parents, it's hard to kind of just let your kids learn on their own. We always want to jump in the way and stop them. If you stop them, they'll never experience that.
Exactly. I had a comment here that said they'd like me to share more of like protein recipe, like ideas of like, I do a lot of things with cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese, and I do totally different things with it. I'll do something sweet with cottage cheese. I'll do something like more savory. Like, I have different recipes I do with cottage cheese, and I'll have to share some of those. Maybe I'll make a separate video on that and show like different ways to like incorporate cottage cheese, because it is such an awesome like tool to get protein. And a lot of my cheer questions. Try not to do too many cheers.
How did you get such a beautiful niece? That's so weird. That's so crazy.
Well, let me see. Okay, yes, someone did say, how did I get such a gorgeous niece? I mean, I'll let you answer this one. No one really said that. She just came over. She's like, I was saying, I'm like, I gotta find a good question. Help me. And she goes, oh, I see one. So do you want to answer the question, or?
It's all natural.
It's all natural. Someone just asked right now what happened to Sophia. So we went to California with Reese and Perri for Summit. This was in 23, right? So a whole year ago. So it wasn't this last April, it was the April before. April, and it was over April Fool's. Anyway, we get this call from Kesley. She was here with Sophia, the bird, and Rhett. And we get this call from Kesley, and she says, she told Corey that Sophia had passed away. And so I thought that was just a mean, cruel April Fool's joke, because I'm like, that's not even funny. Why would you say that? And she's like, no, I'm serious. Like, she passed away. And so I won't get into specifics of what happened. Let's just, I would honestly rather leave that story for Kesley to tell, because Kesley was in charge of Sophia, and no dogs, nothing. The dogs did not get a hold of Sophia. They actually loved Sophia, and Sophia was out on the ground like Lucy just loved to stare at her. In fact, Lucy was scared of her. Lucy, back up. But no, so nothing with the dogs. Just a little sad incident happened with Sophia, and it devastated Kesley, and Rhett went out and buried her, and then Reese came home and was just heartbroken. So it was a really sad thing, and so we never shared it because A, Kesley was just devastated, and B, Reese was just so heartbroken. And even Rhett, like Rhett was so sad. I mean, Rhett like felt so bad, and he's like, Mom, like he texted me on that trip, because we hadn't told Reese until later, because she's competing. And so he's like, Mom, please, like he's all over looking online to find some new birds and stuff to get Reese. Like he wanted to get her a new bird.
Surprise her.
and he wanted to have like a new bird when we got home. And so we were looking everywhere to find some, and we couldn't find any. But one of our good friends had some birds for a little bit to let us kind of watch, and we watched them for a couple months while they were gone, and then but then they're now back with them. So yeah, we don't have birds. Sophia's gone, and she was so cute. We had her, what, 5 years?
Yeah, we had her
5 years. She was like the sweetest little bird. But yeah, so that's the story. I don't think we plan on getting another bird anytime soon. Reese kind of wants one, but I don't think we'll get another bird. Anyway, so that's that story. Now we got that one out of the way. I've had several people ask on videos, and so now you know. I think this is a good question for our very last one, Corey, and then we're gonna end our video because it's 8:30 and Mama Shan wants to go to bed at 9 because the kids are gone and I can. Don't be jealous. You guys, I don't have to wait for anybody. We don't have to wait to make sure the kids get home. We don't have to worry what they're doing right now. We get to go to bed early tonight, Corey. No responsibilities. Not even that one. That's not my responsibility. Like, she just lives here. It's fine. But she's not my responsibility.
I'm a roommate.
You're what?
I'm a roommate.
She's a roommate. How do you keep connected and not become roommates after being married all these years? So we've been married 21 years. It'll be 22 this year. How do we stay connected and not become roommates? Like best friends, you know?
What's wrong with having both?
Well, just like dates that are like really important.
Yeah, I think doing like weekly dates.
Because we're together all the time. 24 hours a day.
Going to the gym that we do is a fun way for us to get out of the house. And
spend time together. But we also kind of don't even really work out by each other. He'll be over there for his 2 hours and I'm over in my space for like my 2 hours. And it works out good. Like, I love that. And then I do think scheduling at least once a week, going out and doing something. Yeah. Whether it's just dinner, leaving your phone, like just not pulling him out. I think that's the hardest part. Sometimes we have things that we do on our phones, so it's...
I think in our case, more than roommates, I think in our case, it's more like business partners. Mm-hmm. You know, how do we not become business partners all the time? Because
we're always discussing something.
We're always working.
Yeah, there's something going on. There's always, we always got something going on.
But like you said, it's the same thing. You know, scheduling time away
from work. And like, that's one thing I have kind of stressed to Corey about, like, hey, you know, at like 5 o'clock, we should honestly put our phones down and like be done for the day. And we're both horrible at that still. And like at nighttime, when we get in bed at night, like I like to be off my phone. And so sometimes like I'll be like, hey, I don't know. There's things like that where I feel like if you just prioritize each other and like spend more time talking to each other, I feel like is that the #1 key, and just don't lose that at least. But anyway, yes, bottom line is spend time with each other, at least prioritize that, because obviously you and your spouse come first over anything else.
And so, kids make that hard.
And they do. They make it so hard. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us today. It was fun. Corey,
it was fun.
We had a whole video of Corey and Shanna and a little bit of Alyssa.
A special guest.
A special guest. It was a good time. Thanks for following along, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.